Okay, nonsense here. This is the 3D printer, and if you see it, it's not on, but I'm working on it. And here's the original Endstop, if you can see it. But the main problem is there's only 3 pins. It goes like right in this base. In theory, fits here, goes down and clicks it. Because if you look at it, there's no clip. If you look at this one here, there's a clip. And if you look over here on the opposite side, there's a clip. But the new one has 3 wires, but it has 4 connectors. And the other one only has 3 wires. So, but this one, the old one, doesn't have that clip. If you look at the other stop right here, this one doesn't have a clip. And if we look at the board one right here, this one doesn't have a clip. I'm trying to figure out why does one have a clip and the other ones don't, and all the research I've been able to do on Google comes back showing these that have a clip. Seems like all my other end stops don't have clips, so I'm not sure if they all broke up or do they just come that way before I start taking this entire 3D printer apart just for nothing, or I mess it up more than what it already is. And click one here, if you look at the end connector, that is a basic connector for a servo that I use on the robot. So, and if you look here, all this is just where it comes out. It goes into this tied up thing that looks like it comes from the servo. There's a servo in here that goes directly under that table. So to do this would be pretty much taking this entire 3D printer apart or something. I'm not even sure if that's the problem or not, because it keeps on making that grinding noise and it don't want to do that, and it can't find where its home is, and it keeps having a problem with going home. So I was thinking that because this here comes down, and because that over here has the clip, but this one doesn't have a clip. So I was thinking that buying a new one that does have a clip would solve it. Then it don't seem like it's adaptable, or I'm fixing to burn something out, because they didn't even put wiring diagrams to any of this. They don't even have where the negative or the electricity is on this thing. So if you look at it, they even set it up where the wires are separated. They even have this gap here. So to be able to do it this way, won't even set it correctly. There ain't enough spots to hit it to. I'm kind of stumped here. I'm not sure how to fix this. I'll get back with you in a minute. Oh yeah, I got the synthetic oil for the people who's sitting there saying it needs to be cleaned or so. The oil that I got, I simply just took it and placed it, put some of the oil on it, and it kind of makes a mess. So I kind of have to wipe it off somewhat to get it to do right. Yeah, I mean, I've clean this. I don't see where there's any plastic held up or anything in anywhere in this. The only way to be sure, and if you can't even buy a replacement part that's going to connect it to it right, it's going to be a problem. So, okay. Look at this. See how unlevel that is? Yeah, it's high over here. It's low over here. Something about that's not right. I mean, I can't figure it out. I mean, is this motor down here going to be messed up, or is it an end stop right here that's making this go up, or it's still moving, but it's like it's not moving. But there's these screws right here. There's a screw right here. I don't want to hear anybody tell me that's a lead screw. It's not a lead screw. It's nothing. Not these. This. It's a completely different screw. Right here and right here. And I can't find anything on these screws. And every time I try to get a diagram on a 3D printer, nobody wants to talk about those screws. And they seem to be very important screws. And somehow this ain't doing right. And somehow one motor ain't keeping up with another motor. I put oil on it. I wiped it down. And the end stops. Don't seem like these end stops are even for sale anywhere. They completely used end stops that you can't buy to have them replaced. And there's the screw that nobody knows what it is. So I don't know what to do with this. I may be just needing to be shopping for a new 3D printer. But okay. Just put it on home. Let's see what it's going to do. Probably not much. My ideas. I'm not sure what to do. I mean, the motor's going up. This motor does go up. This motor does go up, and um, end stops. I'm not sure. I mean, I've looked all over on these end stops, and they're not making no sense to tell me to get the mechanical end stops. I get the mechanical end stops, and then it don't seem like it's the right thing. So without tearing this entire 3D printer apart, and it's probably never going to go back the same again after that. So I don't know. It's probably just going to come down to buying a new 3D printer.